Hello, everybody. This is Jeff Mechlinski, the Age Pass guy, and here is a live game we're about to run for your viewing pleasure. This is probably about the 8th or 9th game that we've run of this current campaign. Right now, we have 3 players, 1 GM, and so far the group was started off being taken prisoner by orcs and forced to fight in a gladiatorial arena. The party escaped and trudged through the forest, where they were able to find and steal a boat. The boat that they took then crashed onto a island, and they are now planning their escape from the island to get back to the mainland. The characters started off at first level. They're now 4th level, and we have the three characters that are playing are Samantha, a bard; Petra, a mechanical arcane gunslinger; and Hala, a feisty fire-wielding cat girl. So that's a brief introduction. If everybody wants to say hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
I'm the one. Hi, I'm the one playing Samantha. My name is Steven.
Hi, I'm Michelle, and I'll be playing Petra.
Hello, I'm Haley, and I am playing Hala, and not just a fiery cat, she's a fiery spell sword cat. She's just not been able to use her sickle a lot, because fire's easier.
All right. Well,
Everything burns.
everything makes so much more sense now. So the game's going really well. Everyone's been having a lot of fun, and hopefully you'll get a chance to get to know the system a little bit and decide if it's something that you might like.
All right. Well, let's get started.
Okay, so Hala, you were able to sneak on to the ship that was docked off the coast. Do you remember who I told you was who the ship belonged to?
Not exactly, because that was a week ago.
Right. Oh, so it's one of the Orcus warlord pirates, Corvair. It's one of his ships, and he's got a pretty strong reputation. So once you got close enough to see the markings on the boat, you understood that is his ship. He's sort of like a freelancer. He's not related to any of the orc tribes per se. He also mainly has orcs as his sailors, as his crew on his various ships, but he also has lots of other races hired as well. Basically, if you're willing to fight and kill and steal on the open seas, and you can hang with his crew, then you're invited to be part of it. So you've snuck onto the boat, and you are now hiding behind some barrels between the barrel and the ship wall. And it is, for all of you guys, it is about 4 in the morning. Samantha and Petra, where were you guys at?
I was in a cave.
Right.
And
You had just woken up. You two have just, or okay. So Petra, you came back, and you woke up Samantha, and you guys realize, hey, Hala's not here. Hala's gone. And at first you think maybe it's just like a bathroom break or something, but she doesn't come back for about 15 minutes. Now, Rengu has a ship, like a boat, like a long boat, sort of like a rowboat. Okay, you guys.
I'll be fine on his own.
Right, you guys traipse around. Do either of you have any sort of wilderness tracking or anything like that?
Nope.
All right.
I do not believe so.
Right. So I mean, basically, you're wandering around in the dark. The moons are up. You do get some moonlight. But you can't find her. I mean, and after maybe half hour of looking, you still don't know where she is. But
Hell, this.
actually, can I have you guys make some sort of insight check to figure out maybe where she got off to? You can use whatever.
I finally have insight now.
Oh,
so I will use that.
Okay. It doesn't have to be insight. It could be like maybe your mind or something from dealing with her, so some vibe you got off of her. So any sort of interaction roll.
I have no idea where she could have gone.
Right. Yeah, you guys don't know where she got off to.
Yes.
Did she say anything to you before she left? Like, did she wake you up in the middle of the night and say, "Hey, I'm going over here," anything like that? Steven?
No,
Or,
she just
sorry,
sort of
Samantha?
disappeared. She just sort of disappeared without trace. This is like, nah, I'm out.
That's kind of discouraging.
Little bit.
Now the good news is you didn't hear a scuffle, so you're pretty sure she didn't get caught up in a combat or something like that, unless she was taken by surprise.
Aw.
So what are you guys doing? Halo, what do you want to do? Actually, give you guys a second to think about it. Halo, what do you want to do on that boat that you just snuck on?
Last time I remember, you said there were just 2 guards out on the boat.
Yeah, at this time of night, there are two guards on the boat. Because of the commotion on the shore, because the rowboat that you used you sort of hijacked a rowboat to get to the larger boat, the ship. One of them has sort of moved. Actually, both of them moved over to the side of the ship to pull the rowboat back up onto their ship. Okay,
All right,
so that's where they are now.
Would I be able to slip to the captain's quarters without being noticed?
I mean, they are further down the ship on the same side. I'm going to say that you're on the starboard side of the ship. You're about 2/3 of the way to the aft side, and they're about 1/3 down. So you have about 1/3 of a ship, maybe about 100 feet of distance between you and them.
All right, I'm going to try and make for the captain's quarters.
Okay.
Quietly.
All right. Give me a stealth check. Now, if you want a +2 on it, you can spend a point of dominion to get it. Well, you can get a major bonus, which is a 50% increase in your skill if you want to spend a point of dominion. It's up to you. You can do that at any time.
I'll just role play and see if I do well enough.
Okay. So yeah, give me a stealth check. 8. All right. Let me see what kind of ears these guys got. One of them, as you're moving across, you get your foot slightly tangled in some rope, and you sort of kick the rope, and it makes like a thumping sound, where on the ship deck, kind of like a thump thump thump, and you're able to sort of, because you're pretty small, able to sort of scurry up and you kind of put your arms to your sides and suck your gut in, and you're able to sort of obfuscate yourself between them and you. There's a mast, so you're sort of able to use the mast to mask your presence, the location.
All right.
You do that immediately, and one of the orcs. Do you speak Greenskin?
No.
All right. One of the orcs says something to the other orc, and you don't know what it is, but they stop for a second, and they stop pulling up the rowboat. And you could tell because the winches that they're using, the pulleys, are kind of making a squeaking sound, like as they're pulling the boat up. It was like eek 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 eek. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna check my stuff.
You don't hear any footsteps or anything, though. Now, between you and the captain's quarters, you're pretty close to it. You're about 20 feet away, but there's a door there. And that'll take you underneath the aft castle of the boat. There'll be some other areas in there, probably like a mess. The mess could be in there, or some other quarters There could be like a little bit of an armory or storage room, along with the like the captain's quarters that are at the very aft of the ship. All right, if you want to think about it, I'll give you a second. Samantha and Petra. All right, what are you guys up to?
Just going to. Well, considering that we have no idea where Hala is, there's like, and we've been searching around, then I'm just like, Samantha. I guess Samantha's first reaction would be like, did she get captured? Should we go snooping around the orc boats that came ashore recently? Maybe in the troll cave? Seems dangerous, but it seems like the only place he could have taken her. She's saying this to Petra.
Petra, you with us? No, me and I have lost Petra there. Well, you can decide for her since she's not immediately here. Nope, I think she disconnected. All right, well, I'm sure she'll be back in a second. Hala, have you thought about it all?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if I have the...
And of course I would cut out. Sorry about that.
Yeah. All right, well, hold on a sec, Hala. So, I don't, Michelle, I'm not sure if you heard where we left off there. Have you thought of what you want to do, you and Steven?
I was just going to suggest maybe head toward that ship that we saw pull up. That, I think, Orcish ship that we saw that was coming this way.
All right, well, how do you guys want to approach it? Do you want to, you're sort of on the
Sneakily.
top. Yeah, right.
Very sneakily.
All right, so you're at the top of the top of this rocky island, and you're pretty much at the very top. So you can, even though it's dark, you can see the ship in the moon's light off the west coast. On the east coast of the island, southeast coast of the island, that's where you have your rowboat, and that's where Rangu and Wilbur are sleeping.
Well. Petra, how do you want to handle it? How do you want to approach this?
Well, there's safety in numbers, right?
Yeah.
Should we maybe go try to find Rangu, wake him up, see if... Or do you think he'll be fine on his own?
I think it might be good to get Rangu, maybe get Ashlux, just get everybody together in case this is our chance to grab and go.
Yeah, out of character, you don't have to worry about the other characters that aren't here.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll just tie them in. I'll tie them in. That's my job. So you just do what you want to do.
Right.
I say let's go. Sneak our way down there.
All right. Stealth rolls.
Well, we got to lose.
I don't know why I put the exclamation point. Ignore that. So I got 10.
Okay. All right, Petra, how are you doing on your stealthing about?
Eep. Not so good.
All right.
Ooh.
Ouch.
You start to move down the side of the ledge, and well, it's up to you, Petra. You can always re-roll that using a point of dominion. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll spend a dominion. Why not?
Yeah. You guys should be on that. You should be really thinking about how to use that dominion so it works best for you.
There we go.
I'm just sitting
Okay.
and saving mine.
All right.
No.
For now.
I'll put
Okay.
it down to 3 dominion. Okay. That's a little bit better.
Yeah. Very good. All right. So you actually feel pretty good. I mean, you're moving about, you're making a little bit of noise, but nothing that's overtly, cause for alarm. The occasional small twig that snapped here or there. The biggest, the biggest thing is as you're moving down the side of the wall, you just don't want to create like a little rock slide. Have rocks sort of start sliding down the side of the that's being that's sort of drifting over to the ship. It's sort of in between the shoreline and the ship. Okay, and there's some commotion on the shore. There's some orcs there, and they're at. Do either of you speak Greenskin?
I don't.
Steven,
Okay.
does your character speak Greenskin?
Yes, she does actually.
Okay, so you hear what they're saying. You hear that they're yelling at one of the orcs, pointing at him, being like, "Hey, it's your fault. You should have tied up the boat better." Another one's like, "Nah, it's your fault." Kind of all pointing at each other, and eventually they sort of three of them gang up on one of them and like kick him in the water, and he starts swimming out to the boat. As he approaches the boat, he sort of climbs on, and then you hear him gurgle and just sort of fall into the water, and then they start pointing and laughing and saying it's a worthless pirate because he can't swim stuff.
Well then.
Yeah, after a moment you lose sight of the body. Have the both of you give me an awareness check for sight. If anybody has any bonus to sight or something like that, let me know.
No bonuses.
Somebody has a certain power, maybe.
I do actually have a certain power. I have a dragon eye.
All right.
Which might give me something, but
right.
I don't know.
So what does the power do?
I'm not sure.
What does the power do innately?
Well, you mean without activating it?
No. Well, okay. So in HPass, if you have a power, it can help you with your skills, right? Even if you don't activate it or spend the mana or anything, it just sort of counts as like a buff to your skills. Activating it, then it does something more finite, or I can twist it into do something that's more more interesting if it doesn't exactly do it what the wording says. So if you could yeah.
So it's so it says the will of an ancestral dragon fills your character's soul and is considered a Drago for racial purposes. 3 times a day, the character can call on dragon's insight. The character can see through all barriers, physical and magic, including magical dark. The range is 50 feet and causes 2 wounds of damage to an axe. Each additional ranking reduces damage by 1 and increases range by plus 50. At rank 3,
All right. If you want to use it, I'll let you, instead of getting it, allowing it to see through walls and whatnot, allow it to give you like telescopic vision.
Okay. So basically, you should get like a bonus to perception.
Yeah, you won't even, if you spend it, you won't even need to roll. I'll just give you information. If you don't want to use it, it's okay.
To use a Dominion to do that, you mean?
No, you can just if you activate your power. I'm evolving the scope of the power to allow you to do more with it.
Yeah, I'm not going to activate that because that's a third of my health.
Okay. Right. Sure. Okay. So go ahead and give me your rolls.
But yeah, can I get like a +1 to my awareness if I just don't activate it but have it innately?
If you use Appointed Dominion,
Thanks.
you get a major bonus to your awareness, which is either a +2 or 50%, whatever's better.
We'll just. I'll just try to do my base awareness and see how it goes.
Okay.
I got 7. Michelle's way better than this at me.
Okay.
I'm really good at seeing things.
All right. Well, Petra, you're able to see that Hala's on the rowboat.
Found her.
Yep, because as she's paddling, she puts her little paw into the rowboat. You're able to see. Now the orcs can't see it because it's on the rowboat's sort of tilted, and she's putting her paw on the opposite side. But you have a pretty good clear line of sight to that. So, well, it's either Halo or somebody with a cat paw that's also on this island. But I think you can probably narrow it down to the actual, entity that you're searching for. So congratulations, you found Halo. You actually then follow the rowboat over to the side of the ship, and you see her scurry up an anchor line or a net line or something that's sort of hanging over the boat. She can also just climb up because she has claws.
Looks like she decided to go ahead without us.
Gee,
Right.
that stupid cat.
So you know where Halo is.
Yep.
I guess let's try and follow her.
So after a few minutes, you see that a couple of the orc guards on the ship, use like a hook and grab the rowboat, grappling hook. They throw it out. They grab the rowboat or the longboat or cockleboat, whatever you want to call it, pull it over to the side of the ship and start hoisting it up. Also, the guards on shore seem to be going back to sleep, camping back up because it is pretty late at night.
Okay.
All right, so going back, Halo. What would you like to do?
I'm going to crouch down and try and peek out and see just why they stopped reeling up the boat.
You crouch down a little bit, you get in the shadows, and as you peek out, you see that they're just sort of looking over in your direction to see, they heard a noise over in your direction, so. But they don't seem to think it's obviously they're not drawing their weapons or they're not coming over. They're sort of just looking like, hey, what's that? I think I heard something.
I just want to keep my hand on my sickle and just wait to see if they do anything.
Okay, after another maybe 30 seconds, the one orc just says something to the other one sort of nonchalantly, and then the other one sort of like harumphs, and then they keep on hoisting the rowboat up onto the deck of the ship.
Okay, I'm going to continue the rest of the way to the captain's quarters then.
Okay. Okay, so there's a door between... Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry?
Do I do another stealth roll, or do I just make it to the door?
Well, you can make it to the door. The orcs aren't specifically paying attention to you because they're trying to get over in your direction. They're trying to get the rowboat sort of hoisted up onto the deck. It's actually pretty loud. If you roll your initiative, I'll see if you can sort of time the clanking of the boat on deck with opening the door so it doesn't make noise.
All right. Yep.
All right. Yeah, you don't really time it super great. The boat sort of claps down on the ship, and the door sort of creaks at the same time. One of them says something, and you hear some footsteps coming over towards the door. What do you want to do?
So I mean, it's just step inside. I'm in the cabin quarters now, or
Right. So what you see when you close the door is a short hallway, and there are 4 doors to either side and 1 door straight ahead. The 4 doors on the sides are either they're storage areas or other rooms. You can't be sure what they are because the doors are all closed. The one straight ahead is going to be where the captain's quarters is.
which? So 2 of the doors are closer to me. Like how close?
They're literally pretty much, within a couple feet of you. This is a pretty short hallway. It's probably only about 10 feet long, maybe like 15 or 12 feet long. And there are 4 doors, 2 on each side. So the 2 that are closest to you, one on the left and one on the right, or port and starboard, are within feet. The other two are pretty much almost adjacent to them, just maybe 5 or 6 feet away from them.
I'm gonna quickly go into the second door on my right.
The second door on your right. Okay, so if you're facing the aft of the ship, the second door on your right would be port side.
Yep.
So you take a couple steps forward, open the door, close it, and go ahead and make a stealth check for me. Okay, you do it. Yeah, you have no problem slipping in. You barely crack the door. There is like a lantern that's low burn, so you sort of have the door open for just a brief moment, slip in. You're members of the crew.
Right.
And you pretty much turn around, and one is so close to your face you can feel his breath as he snores on your face. All right, Samantha and Petra, what are you guys up to?
I guess we're gonna try to get over to that ship to get Hala.
Okay. Well, good news
Yep.
and bad news. Good news is the information you have is that the orcs on the shore they appear to be calm now, or sleeping, or whatever. You don't hear them. Bad news is that the rowboat's already been stolen.
Oh, jeez.
Well, crap.
Sorry.
Oh, hey. I know where we can get a boat, but we'd have to go halfway or all the way across the island for it.
I'm sure she'll be fine in that time. Let's go get a boat.
All right. So you guys run to the other, do haste to get to the other side of the island for the boat. It's not literally completely across the island, but it's it's a pretty good ways. Go ahead and give me an endurance check to see how fast you guys move. And
oh, let's see. How well do I do? Because despite improving, she's still kind of 8.
all right, and that's pretty good. So you're not getting tired. Petra, you're doing great. Your mechanical body has no issues. So as you hold on a sec, let me clean up this board here real quick. Can I clean this up? There it goes. All right. Let's see. So I'm trying to draw some shapes here. All right. Oh, cool. All right, let's do this. So you make it over to sort of like the rocky shore. Here's the shoreline there. It's got some waves going on. And here's your boat. That's a good boat color. Yeah, sure, that's a good boat color. Here's the rowboat. All right, Petra, you don't hear, the breeze sort of changes direction a little bit, and you get a really nasty, whiffy smell of nasty.
Ew. Ugh.
Ugh.
Could I be able to tell exactly what it is?
Well, it's pretty much the same smell you smelled in the troll cave.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The brother.
In this case, I'm glad I'm on the orc boat.
All right, well, Petra, what do you do?
I guess I'll continue or start trying to steer it. I guess.
No, you're pushing the boat into the water. It's still on shore.
Well, it smells, but it's better than nothing. I'm gonna keep trying to push the boat.
All right. Do you say anything?
Maybe get it.
What's that?
Samantha, come on, get in.
Yep. All right, I'm
motion for
getting in the
get in.
boat too. Just like pushing. I'm helping push the boat and just getting it out there onto the water. Let's get going.
All right. So you guys are back behind the boat pushing it. So all of a sudden, Samantha, a rock is hurled in your direction. You only barely catch it out of the corner of your eye. Since your partner failed to tell you that there is danger here for whatever reason,
I thought it was just a weird smell. Okay.
No,
Sorry.
you identified the smell of the troll. Would you like to restate? You identify the smell of the troll.
Yeah, sure. I'm sorry. I forgot was the troll. Look out behind us. Look.
All right, Samantha, you receive a warning from Petra.
Troll.
Be aware, trolls are abound.
All right, she's probably actually going to jump in the boat then.
All right,
and
at this point,
and hunker down, just be like, nope.
At this point, you turn your head and you see a rock being thrown at you. Because your partner did warn you, you are able to get a full action taken against. You're not penalized and at defending yourself.
All right, so I'm just gonna try to dodge it, I guess. Then.
Yep, it's coming at you. You got to beat a 9 or equal a 9.
12.
Great. That 12, perfect. All right, so the rock comes at you, and you just sort of dive out of the way. It just whizzes past your head by about a foot or so, and you hear a deep heaving. I saw you, stupid little boat. Now, I kill you for killing my brother and burning his body. He's clearly upset.
Petra, push harder.
All right, do you guys want to try to push it out? You're still a little ways. You might be able to do it with a strength check.
There's no way we're gonna be able to take a troll on with just the two of us. Let's see.
Push harder, Petra. Petra, what are you doing?
I'm pushing. That's why I rolled.
All right, so you're gonna try. Okay, so and then Samantha, also give me a strength check.
Oh. This is gonna be sad and pathetic.
As long as it's not pathetic and sad. It's like, oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah, it's pathetic and sad as well.
Yeah, you guys are short. I mean, you're able to push it a little bit, and obviously, given time, you'd have no problem. But in this stressful circumstance, you're just having an awful time actually getting the boat into the water. You're able to move it maybe a couple feet. But while you're doing this, the troll, let's see, where is he? 5, 10, 15, 20, 40. He just charges right at you. Samantha's the first target in his path.
I don't think we're going to be able to run.
He's got a big club. And he swings at you.
Dodging.
All right, with a 12.
Oh, no.
Oh, noes.
Oh, no.
Wait, oh, noes. All right, what's your armor?
No. 7.
All right. Ooh, you get hit hard. You take 4 points of damage.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's like most of my health.
All right.
It's not looking good.
Yep.
All right.
Petra.
Use your fire bullets.
Petra, what would you like to do? Actually, I
Oh.
tell you what. At this point, why don't we roll initiative? So
Yeah, initiative
All right.
sounds good.
yeah.
Hey,
Sorry.
I roll well for once.
Okay. So is so it's going to be the troll, then Samantha, then me.
Did you roll? Oh, you rolled the 8. I'm sorry, I didn't
Yeah.
see that.
No, it's
That's
gonna
alright.
be me. Then it's gonna
Nope.
be me, then you, then the
Correct.
troll.
Correct.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Steven, Samantha,
rolled
Petra, and then the troll. All right. So Samantha, you are up.
All right. Well, give me 1 second to find. Just give me 1 second. I need to find what my dragon breath power, because that's gonna be my first go-to, of course.
All right. We also have your mezzing spells too.
My what?
Mezzing spells, your person control spells, whatever.
That's true. Yeah, and well, I do have 3 actions, so I'm probably gonna get one. Well, 4 actions, I should say. I do have 4 actions, so I can probably get one of each off,
All right.
including
Now,
a pistol shot.
okay. So remember, he's right on you. He's in melee range. He's got a reach. Doing anything sort of complex you want to do, try to out of his reach. Did you take concentrate?
Nope.
Okay. If you take the concentrate power automatically lets you pass a casting check when you're in a combat range.
Right. All right. Well, for now, I'm going to try. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. Here's what we're going to do. First, I'm going to pop off a dragon breath attack.
Okay.
So that's he needs to make an agility save or take 3. I believe it's agility save or take 3 damage.
All right.
Oh, I need to make a roll for that first, though.
Okay.
Don't I?
Yep.
Oh, jeez. I'm trying. Yes, it's an endurance roll, so whatever. Here, we'll just do it. Oh.
All right. So he seems to sort of be able to. He sees you rear back, and as you sort of.
I think it's like half.
Yeah. So he takes a little bit of damage from that. But as you know, trolls do not regenerate from damage taken from fire. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So next, I'm going to pop off a shot at him with my pistol.
Okay.
Luckily, this will do a lot more.
Do you have the pistol drawn?
Well, if I saw him coming at us, I would probably have drawn it. That's her
Okay.
main go-to for just fucking people up.
All right.
All right, so that's all right. So I need to make a combat check. Actually, that'd be 3D. 3D10. Hey, 10 to hit.
Oh, okay. All right. He doesn't have any shield, so he sees you raise your pistol up, and he moves to dodge it. There's no penalty for firing a pistol at range or in close combat. All right. You strike him dead on with the pistol.
All right, and then 5d10 damage.
Right. He is not very heavily armored.
That's 2 10s.
Yeah. Okay. So you did well. So you
And
actually
9 and
get
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage.
And I've got greater biting on this.
Right. So the 10s do 2 damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage.
Okay, cool.
You hit him square in the chest. You actually open up a big hole, and you can actually see his heart beating. And it looks labored. He sort of crouches over towards you and sort of heaves a little bit.
All right, I'm gonna take a step. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that.
Yeah. So.
Ranger's back, baby.
Thank goodness,
Rangu.
Rangu. You need help, these two. They ran into the brother of the troll, and he's pissed.
All right.
Oh my god.
We'll get you in here
I
in
have
a.
to save everybody.
We'll get you in just a sec.
Well,
Okay.
yeah,
No, I did
yeah,
pretty
you do,
good though.
'cause I'm not there.
I just did 6
Yeah.
damage with a pistol, which would have.
Nice, nice shot.
Congratulations. I do 6 damage with my pants pulled down.
All right. Of course you do. Okay, Petra. Okay, so I'm sorry, Samantha. You still have one more
Okay.
action. Oh, I'm sorry. And as he moves away from you, Samantha, he's gonna take a swing at you.
Guys, I will take a bathroom break though, because I just got home like literally a minute ago.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll have something for you in a second. So.
All right, thanks, bro.
No problem.
Samantha, you have to defend against an 8. So as he sort of swings at you haphazardly, as
All right. Oh, jeez. So
you can parry it or dodge it. Either one. Probably dodge is better for you.
yeah, I'm gonna try to dodge it.
Uh-oh,
I'm
we
gonna
lost
do the
you.
smart thing this time and do again 11. Yeah.
All right. Good job. All right. So you successfully were able to dodge out of the attack. And Petra. So Samantha, you've used 3 of your 4 actions. Would you like to use your 4th? Oh, did we lose Petra again? All right. Well, Petra, if you can
Nope,
hear me.
I'm here.
Anything?
Right. You're gonna say yeah, probably. Okay, Petra, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Flame Dart at the troll.
Okay. All right. Do you also have any type of? Did you take the concentrate power?
No, I did not.
All right. So you're gonna have to roll. You have to roll a spirit check against his strength to see if you
Okay.
can get the spell off.
D10, keep highest 1.
All right, he just outmuscled you. As you try to cast, he sees your hands go up, and he flails out his arms, and it breaks your routine.
Well, crap.
So you lost the action, the one action
Oh,
for
well.
trying to cast. You still have how many other actions do you have? Did you take heroic
2
action?
more.
Okay, so
You
you have
have
2 more.
you have the elemental attack, right?
Yeah, but it's for lightning, not fire. Do you still want me to try it?
You have a pistol. You could just shoot him with a pistol.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw it. I'll just shoot him. I'll just use
Right.
my pistol.
Pointed Dominion wouldn't hurt here either to help you out. You
Okay.
notice that being a troll, he's not super great at dodging. His stats seem to be stacked in one direction and not stacked in the other direction. So you want to attack the stats that aren't so stacked. Okay.
I don't have my pistol drawn though, so would be like one action to draw and another action to fire.
You can move back and draw as part of an action. Drawing is an action on its own, and moving is an action on its own. But you can do the 2 simultaneously as one action, because
Okay.
you're moving and drawing has no sense. It's So if you actually move back a little bit, you can get out of the way from them and draw as you do that, and then fire at them.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that.
Go always use a pointed dominion. All right, he
And-
rolled even bad. He rolled even more poorly than you. In fact, he rolled so much badder than you rolled, and you rolled not so great. But because he rolled so badly, he rolled half or less of what you rolled. You actually caused a critical hit, so you automatically cause half the damage because you're using a black powder weapon. Do you have Deadeye on your weapon? Did you take the Deadeye power?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so your pistol is doing 6d6 damage. That means you get 3 dice worth of damage, meaning that half of the dice of the firearm automatically transfers wounds on a critical hit. So you cause 3 damage immediately, right?
And if that roll was going to go south, I was going to spend a Dominion to re-roll it.
Okay. All right. Well, remember, spending a Dominion before you roll gives you will allow you to achieve an overall higher score.
Oh, okay.
All right. So okay, but you can't. So rolling to.
Oh well.
Rolling to penetrate his armor. You roll 6 dice, one for you can whatever. You got 6 dice. You got 6 die 10 to sort of divvy up however you want to. All right. So let's see. You might want to spend a point in Dominion to reroll that.
Yeah.
One does get through. You can actually keep the 8. You can just reroll the other. Dominion lets you don't. You don't have to reroll the whole thing. You can keep the 8, which damages them. You can re-roll the other 5.
Oh, okay. I'll go ahead and do that.
All right. Okay, that's a little bit better. All right. So you do just enough. You hit him. You hit him pretty much in the same area, and some of his rib actually shatters, fragments the bullet, but some of the bullet goes into his heart. He stumbles and falls back, and it lies lifeless for a moment. He then, you see some of the tissue around his around the wound start to heal, and he groans. He groans, stands up, and roars, "Rah!" and charges you guys.
Rango's back.
Okay, Rango. Give me a moment. You'll have something to do. All right. He's actually
in the lake corner.
He does a big sweep with his great club, and it actually attacks you both. So you both will need to defend against it. An 8.
Okay, 8. I can beat that. I can beat that.
Yeah, you can do an 8. You can do an 8. Uh-oh, we lost Rangu there. I'll be back in a second.
I can't. Oh, yeah, I did!
All right, good job. You are not dying. You're still on your feet.
I'm not going to die.
Nah.
Again.
Petra?
Got it. I think 3d10.
Yep. There you go. Cool beans. So you both managed to dodge his long, sweeping attack. All right. Steven, you're up.
All right. And let me see. What? Well, he's pretty much down. He's not
He's
down.
really, really hurt. You can still see his open wound. You can still see his heart beating. It just seems to like jumpstart itself.
Then I think she'll move in and she'll draw her sword as she's moving towards him and try to stab at the.
Okay, you actually don't need to move. You can just draw it. You're within range.
All right. And stab at the, and I have finesse fighter, so I can use my.
Right. So if you have finesse fighter,
fighter,
it takes most weapons and raises their damage from 2 to 3. So if lighter weapons like sickles and daggers, their damage increases from 2 to 3, which is the standard damage like a sword or a mace or something. It also allows you to use your. It also allows you to use your reaction to hit and melee.
So with her short sword, that'll go from 2 to 3 damage.
Yep, it increases from 2 to 3.
All right.
Basically, assuming you can hit a creature if you can use finesse in the way. Like if you're hitting a blob, it doesn't really help you.
Right. So she's finessing, yeah.
Yeah. No reason not to.
Okay, so does an 8 hit?
Oh, sorry. Let me roll his defense. Oh, yeah. Yep, it absolutely does. It gets through.
Okay.
You need to be an 8. That's his armor value.
Oh,
Equal or beat an 8.
Yeah, that's going to be hard. Oh, it was almost there.
Now, you can either, if you just want to reroll 1 die, you can spend 2 mana to reroll 1 die.
I'll spend the 2 mana to reroll it. Oh my god.
It's even worse.
I'll spend 2 more mana. There
Okay.
we go.
There you go. All right.
Steven, Dave just doesn't want Samantha to live this round.
All right. So you just spent 4 mana. Make sure you mark that off your
3.
character sheet.
3 damage.
All right. And you're able to, after much focus and using your magical. But he's still down on his back.
Keep him down. She's gonna back. She's for her third action. She's just gonna back off again.
Okay. Petra, how would you like to kill the beast?
Fire.
You're
With
supposed to-
fire.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try flame dart one more time.
All right. So
Straight to the heart.
right, it's the troll's on its back. It's in an unconscious state. You don't have to roll. You can just pelt it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can just pelt it with flame darts until it dies. And would you like to describe that at all?
I'll just sort of hold my hand out, like, or holding, or my other hand out as if I were holding a pistol in it and just casting flame dart repeatedly from it as much as I can.
All right.
Taking aim, firing, firing, firing. Stay! Die already! Go away!
Congratulations. Your group has managed to kill 2 loving troll brothers. They're very close.
Yay!
They will mourn each other's deaths in limbo
No, they
if
won't.
their souls happen to make it there.
I'm
No,
so
they're not.
sad
They're
I
dead.
couldn't be a part of the second one's murder.
All right, Rango, you'll
Oh.
have plenty of stuff to do. But I'm gonna go to Hala and then have you guys back together. Hala, what
Oh
are you
yeah, I
up to?
forgot about that. All right, Hayla's just gonna crouch down, put her ear against the door to see if she can hear when the orc that maybe have been coming towards the door enter or not.
Right, and you have like animal instincts, right? You have bloodline
Yeah, I
animal
have-
as a power, and you took
Yeah,
hearing.
bloodline
as-
animal, 1 hearing.
All right. So you put your ear right up against that door, and you hear the door you came in. You know that the door to the deck. You hear it open
Mhm.
and then close, but you don't hear any footsteps in the hallway.
Okay, how much room do I have to move around in the barracks I'm in right now?
Probably about like a 5 foot by 5 foot zone. There is a window though.
Is there space under the beds?
There's pretty much not. I mean, you could find a Halo-sized ball to crawl into, but that's about it. I mean,
Any
this is
tables, anything else? Any sort of furniture I can hide under or behind?
I mean, tall ships, sailing ships, they used every space they could to put stuff. So, and there's 4 guys in this tiny little space. It's barely, probably like 8 foot by 8 foot by 8 foot.
Mhm.
So yeah, if
Did
you
the
want to
door
go,
open inwards or outwards?
no, the door that you came through before, it opens outwards. Do you understand what I'm saying? The door that leads to the deck. Not
What about the
leads,
door I came into to get into the barrack?
No, you're
Did it open
looking at
in
that
or
door.
out?
When you put your ear against that door. Oh, that door? I don't know. It pushes out, I guess we'll say. Pushes into the hallway.
Okay. Shit. I'm gonna hide beside the door as much as I can and just prepare my sickle in case anything
Alright.
happens.
You wait a couple minutes, you don't hear anything. It looked like whoever opened the door to the deck just opened it, popped its head in, and then closed it.
Okay, I'm gonna pop my head out real quick just to make sure.
All right. Yep. There's no one in the hallway.
All right, I slip out and make my way to the captain's quarters.
All right. The door is probably within reach of this door because they're so this area is so tight. You open the door. Okay, so you leave the room, you close the door, you open the door to the captain's quarters, and you close it. When you step into the captain's room, it's fairly large. And he's not the only, actually. So what's happening is you see like a desk with a bunch of scrolls on it. You see chests in the corner. You see bookshelves, nautical stuff like charts, compasses, sextant. You also see a very large bed at the back of the window, and there are several bodies in it.
Well, looks like the captain's a bachelor. I can't believe I just said that. What's the distance between where I'm at with the door, the desk, and the bed?
I'm sorry, say again?
How is everything set up? Like, where's the desk and where's the bed in relation to where I'm at in the door?
Well, basically, the desk is between you and the bed. There is a chart table with all the nautical stuff on it that's on the port side, with some barrels and some chests, and it looks like there's some food and stuff there. And on the starboard side, there's chests that looks like they might have gold or some sort of treasure in it. And then the bed in the straight back with bureaus, probably for clothes on either side of that. There's probably some other stuff in the room, other furniture, chairs. There's a table for eating. But it's probably the biggest room of the ship. It seems like it's pretty luxurious for a ship like this.
I'm going to quietly approach the desk and see if I can find any important journals or documents or anything.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's books. I don't know. You don't speak Orcish, right? Therefore, you can't read Orcish. But
There has
there
to be
are...
something written in Common or written in Western or at least Relic Word. Something
right.
I can understand.
Right. Go ahead and roll... Go ahead and roll an insight check for me, and let's see if you can... Or an awareness check. Do you have night vision?
Do I? Yes, I do.
Okay, great. So yeah, you can see in this room really, really well. There's a little bit of moon's light from outside coming in the windows. It's reflecting off of some of the shiny bits in the room. So you pretty much can see everything well. Go ahead and give me some sort of either insight or awareness for sight roll.
Okay, awareness, go.
Oh, okay, great.
I didn't even need to add intellect.
What's that?
I didn't even need to add intellect. Natural 10.
Yeah, so as you're searching through, there's the standard kind of stuff. It looks like logs, input, output, accounting kind of stuff going on. But you're wily enough when you're searching the desk, you pull out a drawer and you reach up, right? So you don't just look in the drawer, but you reach up to the bottom of the next drawer, and you feel a ledger or some sort of tome there. You get your hands on it, and it's written in a bunch of languages, but definitely, mostly it's written in Relic Word, but there's some other languages written spattled in there as well. You don't really have time to read it. It's also hard for you to read even with the low light vision. Read what it says, but it appears to be a pretty old book, and it is it was hidden. So I don't know, maybe it's valuable or for some reason.
All right, I'm gonna tuck that into my bag here real quick so I don't end up losing it in case I had to hurry out of here.
Okay, great. So what else are you doing?
Go check back in with the others real quick. I need to think about this.
Okay. All right. Samantha, Petra, you hear a groan and a snort coming from behind you. What do you do?
Oh no, not more trouble.
Prepare to engage.
All
yeah,
right.
I'll just sort of cautiously turn around and see where it's coming from.
All right. So you you turn around and your pistol, you quickly reload your pistols and you kind of have them drawn up the sight, trying to figure out what's going to happen. And you hear like a yawn and a snort, and Mr. Wilbur walks out from behind a rock. And Rangu sort of holding onto his tail, rubbing his eyes. He comes out from behind a rock and he says, "Did I miss anything? What are you guys doing here? It's the middle of the night."
What?
Aaron, you there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So your character just wakes up behind a rock, and you look over and you see a dead troll on the ground. You're really sleepy, kind of groggy, and in front of you is Samantha and Petra, and the rowboat that you had just repaired.
I missed the killing.
You missed the fun.
Reload. Reload.
Yeah, that's already done. You guys want to do anything else?
I
in that
want to
boat.
see.
I'm going to
There
hop in the
are-
boat and I'm going to be like, Mr. Will. I'm going to be like, Rangu, tell that pig to push
Alright.
this boat out into the water.
So
The good news is
Stanton.
we do
This-
need your boat after all.
This area
missed the dead
is.
troll.
I'm sorry. This area is fairly rocky. There's lots of little nooks and crannies to hide in. There's also some craggy trees and a pretty steep cliff going up. Basically, the path to go back up is in front of you. It's about here. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not. Do I hold control down? How do I do the ring thing?
You hold down the left click on your mouse.
Oh, hold it down. Okay, I was double clicking. Yeah, right. So the path to go up is over here somewhere. So you guys are kind of a little bit a ways from the path, and the crack sound came from that direction. What are you guys doing?
I am.
Well,
Do
like I
you
said.
actually tell me to tell Wilbur to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in the fucking boat!
All right. Petra, do
Let's
you get in the
go.
boat? Petra's in the boat.
Yep.
Rangu, are you in the boat?
I'm the last person to get in the boat.
Okay. And Mr. Wilbur is going to push the boat out.
Yep, I got him Mr. Wilbur's back,
All right.
and I cover our rear.
Okay.
Looks like we
Come on.
need it after all.
All right.
Wait, is Haley with us?
No, Halo is not
No.
with you guys.
I
Um,
say,
She
wait,
went to go take
Haley!
the ship on her own.
All right. At this point, from around the way, a orc sailor or pirate shows up. Okay, and Samantha, I don't know. Rangu, you also speak green tongue. Samantha, you speak green skin. So you both hear him say, "Hey guys, they're over here," but not like an old redneck. It's more like they're over there.
I shoot.
You shoot immediately.
Yeah.
All right.
Shots
Give me-
fired, literally.
Before that happens, you three give me mind checks.
Each one of us?
Yep.
Oh.
I don't remember who was there or not, but just I'll do it and then I'll figure it out in a second.
I have many brain power, much of that thing.
All right, Steven, you don't
Everyone-
remember anything?
Everyone
Petra.
thinks Rangu is dupes.
Okay, Rangu. All right, Petra, you remember that the orcs and the trolls were. I'm sorry. You heard the orcs talking to the troll about some sort of arrangement they had, some sort of trade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now the troll's dead.
Oh.
Get the fuck out of town.
Go, 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 go.
Let's get out of here. I think we just killed their business partner.
That's what we're doing. I fire still though, because I'm trying to cover our exit as Wilbur is pushing us out.
Okay, Wilbur can make a roll to push you guys out using his strength. He can get a.
Oh, wait. By the way, did you read my message?
I did. I read it, but it was like 2 days ago, so I kind of forgot it.
Okay, so with my build points, I took 2 ranks in nobility, giving me, I think it was 2 more might, which allowed me to level up Wilbur again,
right.
giving him growth. Now, obviously, if you want to hold on to that and make it, applicable later, fine. I don't care. I just want you to know that he has that.
Right.
And
The one thing is that you can only raise a power or anything else one time a level. So you can't.
Well,
right,
he still
you
would have
can't-
leveled up.
Right. You can't save all your points and be like, boom, I'm going to spend them all now that I'm 15th level and I'm going to buy, all this stuff. Or whatever.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a balance reason for it. I mean, I'm not really that worried about it right now. So, you can keep it, just,
For
just
future
don't.
reference.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
All right. And also, I think I'm like a baron or something now. I don't know.
Yeah. Knight Baron. Right.
Anyways, so
Also, I'm making you a duke. Congratulations.
Right. We'll sort of have to work in the the mechanic aspects of buying those things with the role playing, but you'll definitely have it at some point in the near future.
Okay, so what am I rolling for Wilbur?
Well, we'll say that I'm going to give you the two ranks of nobility, which allows Wilbur to grow. So Wilbur found some funky mushrooms or something, and they seem to agree with his appetite, and he is, much to your surprise, gained a lot of bulk. He's probably good in the last, just over this night of rest. Maybe it's just being on this island. You're not sure what it is, but something special is happening to Mr. Wilbur, and he is probably 100 pounds heavier from just those few hours you guys have slept.
He's evolving.
Maybe, you don't know. And he's able to like huff and puff and push you guys right on into the water.
Wait a minute, Huff and Puff, who blew a house down?
Well, no, that's not happening. He huffs and puffs
Mr.
and
Wilbur is a puss.
he snorts and grinds and cranks his feet, and he kicking up rocks behind him on the rocky shoreline and pushes you guys into the water.
Do I kill the orc?
Go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay, 1 second.
What are you firing with? An arquebus?
Yep, my arquebus.
Do you have Deadeye?
Yes.
All right, you're not a penalty to hit because you're at the range of your weapon.
Okay. I think this is right.
Should
10.
be. All right. The orc sees you raise your weapon up into his direction, and he is responding by dodging.
He's gonna dodge a bullet.
Well, he's dodging your.
Fuck him! Oh wait, no, he.
All right, you hit him. He's sort of, you can't. Yeah, some creatures are magical enough to actually be able to see the bullet and dodge it in flight, but most creatures are going to see the weapon be raised in their direction and sort of dodge the aim. More
All right,
so.
so I roll. I think 7 dice. Was it?
That's correct. If you have Deadeye, if you took Deadeye one time.
I may have taken it a second time. I need to look through my things. It's been a while.
A whole week,
Wow.
in fact.
Yep. I feel like that was sarcasm
Yes.
because that's the
Well,
normal.
Aaron, I mean, to be honest, I forgot I had night vision for a little bit. I had to look at my sheet to realize, oh, my cat has night vision. My cat can see in the dark. Duh.
Well, cats don't automatically come with night vision, so.
My cats do.
All right, so 7d10
Right.
damage. Get
Oh,
fucking
Jesus.
wrecked.
All
Get
right.
shreked.
Well, all right. So yeah, you hit him. You hit him hard.
That's 3 10s right there. Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Yeah. So basically, with guns, every time you roll 10, as long as the 10 penetrates, you do 2 wounds with it. It's a ability called Greater Biting. Swords and daggers and stuff have biting, which means on the first natural 10 rolled, they get +2 wounds. But in this case, because we have a firearm, it does +2 wounds for every 10 rolled. You hit him hard, and he stumbles back. He's bleeding profusely, but he's able to raise his weapon and fire back.
When he's firing, I thought, eat a dick!
All right, he misses. And you're able to push, Missile Warrior's able to push the boat out, and he's able to swim pretty briskly alongside of the rowboat.
Which, by the way, I gave him swimming.
Okay, very good. At this point in time, other orcs kind of run to that position, and they start firing out at you over the water. So I need everybody to give me everybody roll some sort of give me your defensive dodge to dodge these. Or if somebody has a shield, I guess none of you guys have shields.
My dodge is a 4d10s. Or do you want us to roll?
Yeah, there's just to be some fire coming in at you, so I'm gonna sort of treat their attack more like a save.
Oh, that's an 8.
Yeah,
Wilbur technically has a shield. Sorry.
Okay, sure. So you can roll that.
What do I roll for it?
Well, it would be his combat roll, so it's his combat. Yeah.
Okay. What else? Wait. Otherwise, would he have rolled agility?
Yes, if his agility's better to dodge, he can do that. He can sort of try to see, you can say danger and he'll like submerge or something.
Like a freaking
submersible fucking pig.
For a moment. Petra, did you roll too? 8? Okay. So Stephen and Petra, there's enough gunfire and shrapnel to come your way. Bits of the boat get hit, and
Jesus, Wilbur.
Yeah, Wilbur does a good job of dodging or parrying or whatever he wants to do.
I want to do the submersible thing because that sounds funny.
Petra and Samantha, you both take 1 damage from bits of the wood, shrapnel, maybe little pellets from the lead bullets breaking up and kind of peppering into the ship or into the rowboat there.
I'm going to do something here real quick.
Okay.
I don't know what I am made of, but it is magic.
Samantha resists the urge to just start screaming.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
it's
like
pretty.
all the random rolls you do.
I mean, it's pretty. Like a lot of the bullets miss, but occasionally one hits right next to your head. So a little yelp.
Well, granted, she's like wavering between consciousness and unconsciousness right now. That's not comforting.
Right. Okay. And you are on the open seas. At this point, you're too far away from the orcs, so they can't shoot you anymore with their guns. Though they try for a little while, but most of the bullets just fall way short or off aim.
I turn around and I go, "Where's Haley?"
Hayla, you mean?
Sorry, yeah, Haley.
She is trying to steal the orc's boat. The last I knew, or last I saw her.
Wilbur, turn the ship around.
That's where we were headed.
Oh, okay. I thought
That's
we
okay.
were gonna just ditch her.
Oh, I thought we were gonna go save her.
Yeah, no, that's what I wanted to do. But
Okay.
sometimes you guys are jerks. So
Sometimes.
just saying.
Okay, Hayla, what are you doing?
No.
Hayla, you with us?
She's dying. Oh no.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you.
Not
I'm
exactly
just
sure.
trying to get my little brother out of the room.
Yeah, not exactly sure what your plan was on sneaking on the ship, but
Well, I'm hoping to cause a little bit of a ruckus after getting a little bit of information. And hopefully it should be in the ledger. So I'm going to try and start making my way back out as quietly as possible.
okay. You do a pretty good job of doing that. You're able to.
Because, well, part of me wants to investigate what's in the captain's bed at the same time. I'm just like, yeah, no.
What's
I'm
in the
not going
captain's
there.
bed?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's like And if you take a look, I mean, you have night vision, you can see that there's one larger body in there and like 5 smaller bodies.
I hear him. Okay, then.
Some
Moving
hair,
along.
longer hair.
Yep, hear him. Moving along. I'm done. Moving back out.
That's
Okay,
perks to
out
being.
in the
It's
hall.
good to be the captain. Okay, so you leave the you leave the room. You're able to shut the door quietly. You have your book of something or other. You're not quite sure. Seems fancy though, and it was hidden. And so, what are you doing?
Okay, in the hall right now, I already know the door to my immediate left is the barrack.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the same thing with the one on the right. I'm wondering about the 2 doors that are near where it leads out to the deck.
Okay, so you
I'm
open. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to try and open the one on the right first.
All right, so on
And
the
just
right,
kind of poke my head in.
right. So you're facing the forward of the ship. That means the door on the right would be the starboard side. You open it, and it's just a long storage. Actually, okay. So you open it, and there is some storage in there, but there's also like ropes, very heavy ropes that are going up and going down.
I step in. This could be interesting.
Right. They're going through a very small hole, a hole just big enough for the ropes. And these are what helps steer the ship. So these ropes are wrapped around the helm on top of the aft castle, and go down to the rudder. And so when the helm is turned right or left, the rudder turns right or left.
All right. Let me see here real quick. All right. Is there anything of interest in the room other than the ropes?
It's basic storage stuff. There's some ropes. There's looks like pegs and hammers, things like that to help repair the ship. Looks like a storage room. Maybe some bags of bags of feed, or rice or something like that. Oats.
All right. I'll slip out and I'll check on the one across the hall.
It's pretty much the same thing. There's nothing. It's just sort of like standard stock. Although in this one you do find some extra stores of gunpowder in here.
Oh, I'll grab some of that.
All right, the kegs are big. They're like bigger than you. They pretty much get rolled out. Well, they would probably be. I'm not sure exactly. Let's see. They're probably about 2 to 3 feet tall, and about 2 to 3 feet wide. So they pretty much just make it through the door. They can be rolled out like that, but they're heavy. I mean, it's like full of gunpowder, so it's like picking up a thing of sand, like a barrel of sand. You might be able to do it. You might be strong enough.
Well, strength is the thing I'm worried about. Let me see here, because Adobe is being a twat right now. Saying what else is new? It's behaving? Yes, it's behaving. Okay, let's see here. What do I got?
What would you like to do? What are you looking for?
Is there any extra rope in here?
Extra rope? Sure. You have all kinds of extra rope.
Okay. Well, just a safety precaution, I'm going to take one of the ropes and tie it around one of the gunpowder barrels, just in case.
Okay, you do that.
All right. Now I'm going to slip back out and I'm going to peek out onto the deck and see what's going on out there.
Okay, you peek out on the deck and you see the two guards. One appears to be asleep, or you hear snoring. So then he's slumped over, so you think he's asleep. The other one you don't see. It could be in a part of a ship, like on a lower part of the deck, or further ahead, or over something, or under something that you just don't have vision to.
Want to take a chance? The sleeping guard, is he near the boat that was pulled up?
Yeah, he's pretty close to it. Probably like 10 or 15 feet away from it. Looks like they just got that thing back on deck and then they just plop down for a rest or whatever.
I don't know where the other guy is, so... I'm going to duck back into the storage room and wait a little bit.
Okay. All right. People on the boat. And Wilbur, what are you guys doing?
I guess Samantha will pop up and take a shot at one of these guys as we're trying to row out of there.
I mean, there's... you're pretty far away. They can hit you. You have a pistol.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. Never mind. It's not worth it.
I mean, you guys want to expend all of your ammo and gunpowder. I mean, most adventurers carry like 20 to 40 shots of ammo and gunpowder. So,
we're moving towards the boat, aren't we, to go get Hala?
Right. A current is actually carrying you pretty swiftly to the south portion of the island, and they're just around. They're on the west side of the island, just around the southern tip. So you're actually getting there pretty quickly. In fact, you'll get there. You estimate you'll get there much quicker than these orcs will be able to get back by foot.
All right. I look at the other people in the boat and I say, okay, you guys, I'm going to hop on Wilbur's back and I'm going to assault them from one side. You go and try and get Hala. I'm sure that Mr. Wilbur, the tough, lovely little cookie that he is, I love you, buddy, can take it. And I have a secret weapon. It's secret. It's a secret. Secret.
Samantha's going to pull a potion out of her belt, pop the top off, and drink it down.
Okay.
It's a healing brew.
Sure.
I think it's a normal one. So how much health does that restore?
Usually it's like 2. I'll find it here in a sec.
Speaking of which, would anybody mind healing Wilbur a little bit?
Okay, so with the healing brew, you get 1 wound back an hour over the next 3 hours. So you get 3 wounds over instantaneous.
All right, then I probably won't drink that yet.
Okay.
Wait for some downtime to drink that.
Okay.
Before we split up, though, can someone heal Mr. Wilbur? Because he is a tough piggy, but he did take quite a beating.
Right. Out of character, Aaron. So Mr. Wilbur, for being large, should have gotten +2 wounds, and then for being giant, he gets an additional +2 wounds. So he should be, his total wound count should be his endurance +5 +4.
Okay.
Okay. And so he should have just gained, because he just grew and got really bulky, he should have gained another 2 wounds.
So 8 + 5 is 12, right? Or am I... No, it's 13. Damn it, son of a bitch. All right.
So he's whatever he was healed to. Yeah, he's whatever he was healed to plus an additional 2 wounds.
Yeah.
With his total being, it sounds like 13.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
By the way, what does his toughness do?
Toughness is his armor. It's just toughness is natural armor.
Ah, okay.
The thing for most mounts, is that it's much better to just get them barding than rely on their natural armor. So when you get a chance, you can craft barding for them or buy it when you find,
Yeah.
Okay, I had to step away real quick. What did I miss?
Not much. We're just trying to figure out what these guys are doing. They're sort of cruising in the rowboat around the southern tip of the island. It's actually very rocky and dangerous, and you have to paddle very, very strongly. Have everybody give me endurance checks, including Mr. Wilbur, to see how well you guys do.
By the way, does barding add to my natural armor, or
No, it's a separate. It would just give you armor.
well, then I might as well just raise his toughness up like 1 or 2 points, because then it'd be a 9. It'd be ridiculous. All right, endurance.
Yeah, but you can't just raise it. You can't buy it up. You have to do something.
That's Wilbur.
Okay.
And as always, Wilbur is an amazing beast of a pig.
Yeah.
Of course he is.
And then this is going to be Rengu, who is far less of a beast, but still a beast nonetheless.
All right. Okay. Rangu and Samantha, you paddle as hard as you can. God bless your hearts, but you just peter out.
Yeah.
Luckily, the mechanical wonder and Wilbur are.
Wait, hold on. I got a 9 for Rengu.
Oh, you did get a 9. I'm sorry, my bad. All right.
No
You're
problem.
okay. Samantha peters out. The three of you are doing well, but Mr. Wilbur's really, he's doing the best. You're kind of
Wilbur's
kind of-
carrying the team, like always.
right. You're kind of holding a treat out. When you need to go left around a rock, you hold a treat over the left side of the boat, and you need to go right around a rock, you hold the treat over the right. And he seems to respond to that to get you out of trouble. So you cruise around the south tip of the island, and you start paddling back up. And as you sort of do that, you come into the cove, and you're sort of paddling up towards the rear of the ship.
And I hop on Wilbur's back and I go, all right, guys, we can do this. We are the greatest. Be back in a minute.
All right.
And then me and Mr. Wilbur are going to split off.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Aaron.
And then me and Mr. Wilbur are going to split off to go attack the boat first.
You're gonna attack the boat,
Yes.
like just start like clawing.
We are causing mayhem and destruction.
Okay. Well,
All
mayhem
right,
and
so
destruction are
basically
great.
Good job.
That's gonna be
Basically,
great on
it's
a
like
stealth
surprise
mission.
distraction. That works.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
We're a distraction.
Okay. All right. No problem. You're a distraction. Okay.
Okay.
Halo, what are you doing?
All right. I'm gonna peek out on deck again and see if I can find the other orc this time.
Okay.
Haley
So,
ain't stupid. She ain't leaving this until she knows where the other son of a bitch is.
all right. Give me a stealth check.
Oh god, he is right next to the door. I'm feeling it now. He's like right next to the door. Stupid windows. Okay, stealth check. 2, 8, 10.
All right.
Oh,
You're able to
God.
sneak around the boat quite well. Yeah. You don't trip over any more rope, like heavy ropes laying on the ground, and you find him. He's sort of at the front of the boat, and he is he's just sort of looking out over the shoreline. Yeah. You also hear
Oh my God.
from the back of the boat, you hear like a snorting off into the distance and some splashing and stuff like that.
What the fuck?
Did you go check it out?
On which side is it on? Or
It's on the
which
aft
side. Is
side.
it coming from?
The back side, the aft. The
Like
rear.
which side, both starboard or
Rear. It's at the rear. The butt.
the-
It's behind the ship.
Okay,
To the rear.
okay, I get. I'm gonna go to the barrels I hid behind when I first got on the ship and just sort of
Okay.
peer over the side and see if I can see whatever it is.
You see a little rowboat with several people in it. You also see a large, sort of like sea monster kind of creature in the water with like a little guy standing.
Very moment. telling Mr. Wilbur to charge at the boat, which he has swimming, so I assume he could do that.
All right. Now,
He just sort of waves down you guys and points at the anchor thing.
Now, Halo, there is a special rule in HPass that's called surprise knockout. If you can come up behind somebody and surprise them, and you hit them on the head with something heavy and hard, you can have a chance of just knocking them out.
Do I have something that's heavy and hard nearby?
You can find all kinds of...
Have a sickle.
Yep. You can go in the tool room and find a hammer. That would do it.
Fuck it, I'll go back and grab the hammer.
Yeah, it's like it's not like a claw hammer. It's a big round wooden hammer with, you know.
All right.
I'm still gonna go.
Hey, Haley.
Hmm?
When you come up to him, you just gotta come up to him, say stop, hit him over the head, hammer time.
No. I have another idea. Okay, so I'm gonna go back, grab a hammer, and then I'm going to sneak up on him.
All right, let me see if he notices you coming. He does not.
Okay, so what is this? A roll for attack?
Yeah, so you don't. All you need to do is you can roll your. Let's see, actually, what the book says. I believe it's your combat. Oh, where is it? Surprise attack.
You figure that out. Adobe's being.
All right, it's on page 222. You make a combat roll, and it's a level of the victim plus 5. So I'm gonna say it's level 2 plus 5 is a 7. So you need a 7, but
the reader just crashed on me.
Okay, but because you're using a crushing weapon, you only need to roll a 6. Combat.
Okay, so I'm rolling my combat basically. That's what you're saying?
Just a combat roll. Just to give him a
give me
good
one
square.
second. I gotta pull up. I gotta pull because Adobe's a derp.
Sorry, what happened?
Fucking hate Adobe.
You could always try using like Google to read it too. Like put it in Google and read it from there. Silence.
I could try, but that just weighs more on my internet, and just you guys are already lagging.
Are we?
Come on, Halo, open up. Well, you have your random spikes. If I were to pull up Google Drive in the same window or in a different window, you guys would be a lot jumpier. Fucking irritating. So I'm glad I don't do recordings. Honestly, I had an aneurysm with all this stuff. Okay, so combat. All right, here we go. Look. Okay, rolling combat. 2D plus. Oh, come on.
All right, you got a 9. You got a 6. You got exactly what you needed to, barely. By the grace of the gods.
And as I stand, it's just like, you're gonna fly, Rose. Bonk.
Okay.
Right now.
Riley, out. I'm busy.
I'm on my fucking bed.
All right. So the orc goes down, and the other one is sleeping. You do anything else, Hayla?
I think she went to yell at her brother.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
I like to.
Sorry about that.
All right, no problem. So is there anything else you're doing?
Is he basically knocked down on the deck?
Yeah, he's knocked out right on deck. He just falls.
On the end of the ship, is there like a little pole mast sort of thing that sticks off the from the ship?
Yeah, I forget what it's called, but it's like a mast, a boom that goes out from the ship. It's a
I want
prow.
to take the orc and I want to tie him to it.
He's pretty heavy, and if you disturb him too much, he might wake up.
In that case, I'll just hog tie him.
Okay.
Fuck it.
You hog tie him. All right, go ahead and give me an agility check on that, or it's if you have any other check you'd like to use on tying ropes. See how well it holds them. All right, what are you guys doing?
Agility.
Okay.
Considering no one has told me to stop, I am charging the boat.
All right, you're still a little ways from it. Is that what you intend? Hala, do you intend to give them some sort of signal?
All right, I just sort of, after I get done tying the orc up, did the orc have any big weapons on him?
He's got like a scimitar looking thing, and
Okay, I grab that. I lean off the edge of the boat and I just start swinging the scimitar.
okay.
It's like, you're all clear.
Oh
All right.
no! Someone is threatening to kill Hala! Scimitar! I'm not. Do I see that she's flashing a scimitar, not some random person?
Yeah. Does any of you have night vision?
Technically.
All right.
I have proper English. Does any of you have night vision?
No. I don't.
I technically do.
All right. Samantha's able to see Hala. And actually recognize it's her, and then
Don't shoot me.
and she's trying
Get
to
on the boat.
She's trying to signal, and you do know that she's on the boat. So, yeah. All right. So,
Knowing that, I will instead use my zip spinner to ascend quickly, telling Wilbur, to hold on a minute.
okay. So, what part of the ship do you shoot your Spider-Man web up on?
The part of the railing that she is standing next to.
Okay, so you pull up on the port side of the ship. I'm sorry, you pull up on the starboard side of the ship, and you're pretty much at very close to the aft area.
And I want to pull up right next to her face and go, "Hey, gorgeous, I came to save you."
I was just going to clamp her hand over his mouth, and just be like, "Shh, one of them is still sleeping."
All right, and let's see if that guy wakes up. Ooh. That guy starts to.
I don't yell it.
Well, you have a guard who's sleeping who's not supposed to be sleeping. So as soon as he sort of stirs a little bit.
Anything,
He's not very far from you. He's about 25 feet away from where you guys are pulling up on.
Okay.
What's everyone else doing?
Samantha's probably is going to have the boat drift up to the side of it, gently stop alongside of it, and then climb up onto the boat.
Sure. I assume somebody drops the line
main
down.
boat.
All right, you guys figure out what you're doing because they're doing a little bugging me. So I'll be right back.
Hala.
She stepped away, but she
ass on the boat already.
She drops the line down.
Can you heal me? I'm not feeling very good.
Get on the boat and I can help you with that. Otherwise, I need to step away real quick, so figure out what you're doing, guys.
Sure.
All right. So everyone's able to get onto the boat without too much of a problem. The major problem is trying to figure out how to get Wilbur on the boat, because Wilbur is much larger than he was before, and before he was large. Like before he was about the size of a horse. Now he's like a horse and a half.
It's simple. We just kill everyone who's not us on the boat, and then we bring Wilbur on.
Okay. So you have one sleeping guard that's not very far from you, a Orcus pirate guard. Hala has found another 5 Orcus, including probably the captain, and some concubines or slaves or whatever else they are, female crew maybe.
Are they orcs?
She was not able to tell.
Oh no. We should save them.
Well, here's the thing. we should definitely shoot the captain first. And then if they're assholes, then we'll just shoot them too.
Samantha's super against slavery.
Well, I mean, if they're slaves, then hopefully they won't be assholes. But, you know, if they're assholes and trying to kill us, I don't think it really matter much. How?
Sorry, you guys are breaking up a lot, but I'm trying to hear.
So Rangu has a plan to pretty much kill everybody on the ship. Petra and Samantha, do you guys have any designs on what you would like to do or add in? Mind you, there is a sleeping guard who is starting to stir not 25 feet away. That no one's done anything about at this moment.
By the way, at this moment, I am now pointing my gun at him, and if I see him get up or like actually wake, I'm just gonna fucking shoot him.
Okay.
Samantha's just gonna walk over and pistol whip him.
He's like, what? And then clonk, and then he's out. He did that just in the nick of time.
And I just shove.
Okay, what's going on?
I make a rudimentary gag
Wait,
and
just
just
knock the
shove
guard
it in
out.
his mouth.
Sure, you're able to do that.
Let's toss him overboard. Wilbur could use the protein.
No, we don't want to toss him overboard. We'll alert the ones on the shore and the ones in the barracks.
Oh, yes.
And who's ever below deck, the ones below the deck.
Fine.
Because the ship.
Yeah, why do you think I ended up hog tying that son of a bitch I knocked out?
I look over and I go, I didn't notice that. So can I go kill the captain now?
Not unless you want to disturb his little harem.
Well, that sounds fun. I'm gonna go kill
Let's
the
not,
captain now.
because screaming girls isn't exactly. No, because she grabs you by like your ponytail or whatever hair you have, and she's like, "No, because screaming girls is not the most stealthy of ways to kill a captain. Plus, I want him alive."
Why?
Because I have some questions to ask him, and I can't really get the answers from him when he's dead.
Okay, so are we just gonna pull the boat out of the beach then and just sail? I don't understand what you want to do.
Oh, we're getting rid of the crew, all right, but we're just keeping the captain alive.
Okay.
So either we
Ow.
can either get the captain in the stealthiest of ways and not disturb the crew, or we can kill everyone else and then take the ship and be off.
Does anyone have lore? Samantha, you have obscure knowledge.
Yeah, Samantha does.
Yes, I do. I do have
Maybe.
lore.
Okay, maybe give a roll because, I mean, Hala has information. I mean, a lot of information is not being transferred. So Hala has information on who this ship belongs to, what the ship is.
Mm-hmm.
You guys aren't really. It's not really disseminating. You guys are making decisions without that information. So if you can give me a check, you might be able to find out, or some information about this ship, something you might know about it.
All right. Ooh, no.
All right. Yeah. You.
Some brain cells die.
Right. Yeah. You look at the markings. You don't have any clue. It's.
For a bar, she's really bad at knowing about things.
No kidding.
But the one thing you do know is that, and this is painfully obvious. I mean, it's just basically as a bard. You do know that this ship is not flying any colors of any of the major orc tribes or countries, or whatever, what would you call them, states, right? So even though this is sort of like an orc vessel, it seems like It's not a typical orc design, and it's not the orcs aren't dressed like typical orcs. They're dressed more like Westerners, using more like Western like weapons and clothes, like Altrins. Do you have any etiquette? Trying to give you some information.
I have etiquette.
Okay, go ahead, Rangu.
It's not great though.
Any little bit helps at this point.
I'll give it a roll. Why not?
Which is funny because I'm the goblin, the rough.
Right.
69.
Well, crap.
All right. Yeah, Petra, you got nothing. But Rangu, you actually know once you get on board the ship, you see Samantha knock out this orc. This is a pirate ship. Okay, and it's part of a fleet of ships under a Orcus warlord called Corvar. And you know that these are not they're sort of pirates, and pirates are evil and bad, and they'll take your ship and kill you. But they also have a code of conduct that they follow, and that Corvar, basically, you've heard stories being a goblin. Corvar employs goblins and employs humans and all types of different races for his ships, for his crew. This is one of his satellite boats, and he prizes his crew very highly. He won't just send crews out on suicide missions and stuff. He's not like other Orcus warlords.
Okay, so he's like a noble pirate.
I mean, he's a pirate that he keeps his word.
A pirate who cares.
A pirate with a code, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Okay. Knowing this, I go, hey, I know the guy who owns this ship.
You do?
Yeah. Well, I mean, not personally, but I mean, he's not a bad guy. Okay, but I don't want to kill the guys anymore. Let's just knock everybody out and not murder them.
All right, this is a full ship with a full crew. I mean, practically speaking, as a GM, I shouldn't have to tell you this, but you can't knock out everyone on the ship. Someone's going to wake up. And
Yeah,
they're
that's
gonna
what I was
learn something.
gonna say.
I mean, it's a full crewed ship with maybe some dozen guys on the shore and a couple guys who you knocked out, and then so maybe 40 people.
What are we even doing here? What is the point of us being on the ship? Someone explain that to me, please.
Raise his hand shamefully. I kind of snuck on the ship. Well, basically, Samantha was out cold.
No, I'm not asking in character. I'm asking you. What are you doing here? Why is your character here? What are we trying to accomplish?
She's looking for some information.
Okay,
and she did.
That is not helpful.
Find it.
Okay, so what do you need to do to get the information?
Well, I managed to find the ledger that was in the captain's quarters.
Okay.
And it's written in several different languages. I need to try and get them transcribed and transferred.
So just
Hopefully
get me the ledger.
Lead.
Literally, all you have to do is bring the ledger to me. I speak green tongue.
Aaron, I put a note in for you in the.
Where is that? Which book? I mean.
The standard book, the NCN standard book. Well, the good news is that you have the captain, pretty much at your mercy, at least as far as you can tell. He's sleeping with his concubines. The longer you stay on, the sun is starting to rise. It is starting to get early. People will start. The party will come back from shore.
Yes.
Right. So they will get here eventually. So you are kind of on the clock.
Get me what I need. Get what you need now. Let's get off the fucking ship. Let's go. Come on, move.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to go back and see if I can grab one. I'm going to go back and see if I can grab at least one of the barrels of gunpowder.
What happened to you getting the fucking information?
Ledger, I'm just bringing back a little extra. You need gunpowder, don't you? You're a gunslinger.
We don't have room on the boat.
Steven, I sent you a message.
Okay.
Well, do you have anything I could put the gunpowder in?
No, we don't have room on the
So-
boat for anything else.
So why don't we grab the captain and then like just negotiate with him, try to work something out with him.
I don't care what we
So that
do.
we
As long
don't
as we
have
do
to
it
kill
now.
so that way we don't have to kill the entire crew. And end up fighting and possibly dying.
Excuse me.
Nice.
Just do what you have to do. Let's go. I don't want us to die.
If you don't want us to die, then why don't we go capture the captain? And I can negotiate us something where we don't die.
Rengu just starts going towards the captain quarters now. I'm done waiting.
All right. You're going to try to do that.
You son of a bitch. How come I'm
Alright.
never this lucky?
All right. So Rangu moves sort of stealthily to the captain's quarters. What's everyone else doing?
I'm just gonna wait for him to come back.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Petra, what are you doing?
I'll just stay there.
All right.
Wait for him to
Halo.
come back.
Halo,
My
what are you doing?
fuck.
I'm not crazy.
Halo, what are you doing?
As much as I hate the idea of this, I don't want the captain getting any wrong ideas in case he does end up coming out peacefully. I'm gonna go see if I can make it look more or less like these guys got knocked out normally instead of just being surprised.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cut the ropes out the one I hogtied and just make a scene like, hey, we just climbed on the ship randomly.
Okay.
Oh
Instead of
my
just,
lord.
I hijacked one of your ships and cut the throat of one of your crewmates.
What are you people doing?
All right, Rangu. So you enter the room.
No one is coming to help me.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
No. You're on your own.
Hey,
You're on your
I
own
went
there,
there
Rangu,
once.
buddy. You're the one who was impatient to catch the captain, so it's up to you to catch the captain.
Because it's gonna be too late in a little bit.
Yep, go catch the captain.
All right, fine. You know what? Fuck it. I fucking climb up onto the bed with my arquebus pointed directly at the captain, with my finger on my hand, making the shh symbol.
Okay. So you sort of do you like poke him with your rifle to wake him up or something, or?
Yes.
All right. So he turns to you. He looks surprised.
I said,
Don't make a sound. I don't want to kill you.
He groans immediately. He reaches over. A couple of the women that are actually in the bed with him wake up and scream. There's an Orcus woman. There's two Azuri Tall women and a Ultran woman. They're pretty much more naked than clothed.
okay. I am not
Oh my.
distracted.
The captain also is assuming the captain, but the captain seems to also be in more of a state of undress than not. He immediately looks at you, sort of smirks, and reaches up under a pillow and draws out a really, really, really big looking pistol.
Oh, we have a Mexican stand-up. Listen, I'll just have questions, man.
All right, so
Great
So
way
you-
to ask questions.
so as he raises the gun, you choose not to fire. Is that correct? I just want to be sure. You do have a chance to fire if you would
If
like.
if I hear a click, I mean, I'm not going down without a fight, but I'm not gonna fire if he's not gonna fire.
All right, I tell you what. Give me a Give me some sort of roll that reads into his state of mind.
Okay, can I use my mind to read his facial expression?
Sure.
Okie doke. Excuse me. Okay, that's that. There we go. And one more. Bada bang, bada boom.
All right, you feel confident that he's, because of the smirk and the way he kind of squinted and sort of like looked through you, he seems that he is you feel like he will shoot at you if he has an advantage on you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But you kind of are at an even stand right now, so as long as nothing distracts the status quo, then looks like you're going to be okay.
I am laser focused right now.
All right, you project a sense of confidence, right?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm fucking Rengu, the rifle goblin, the rough rider, the riptide riser, the rope slinger.
Okay, go ahead and roll a. Actually, wait, you're nobility, right? So you have.
I am nobility.
How do you profess your nobility? Do you wear a symbol?
Well, I don't have it yet, but I am.
Well, you've always had it. It's sort of latent, you know.
I'm gonna announce all these titles, like they mean something. Like,
well, right, but I'm not asking that. I'm saying, like, do you wear a symbol? Do you wear like something he could see?
I have a ring with a boar's head.
Okay, so he looks at you and he says, he kind of chuckles, and in Greenskin says, "Ah, a little boar rider, I see."
Nice.
Kind of scoffs.
And I smile sheepishly, and I go, "Now I ride big boars."
I bet you do. With a symbol like that, you must have a very large boar indeed.
He's sitting outside of.
Really, I never would have thought boar as a term for penis. I've never come across that before. Surprisingly. So, but I definitely use it. Like, I talk to people. I talk to my wife, like, does your ex-boyfriend have a really big boar? How big is he?
Hey wife, how do you like my boar? I'm going full
do you
boar
like,
on this.
Do you like your boar spit roasted?
Right. Okay. So
I'm going full bore on this one, if you know what I mean.
So I look at him and I say, "Yes, he's outside right now with his snout on your ship, ready to tear it to pieces with a sonic snore." Or wait, no, what's the word I'm looking for? Hold on, I'm trying to actually. Yes, sonic snort. A sonic squeal. Yes, with a sonic squeal. So don't make me fire this gun.
I expect nothing less of a noble of the boar riders.
And I go, "Okay, cool. That's awesome. My name is Rengu. I am assuming that you are Korvar?"
No, I am Korvar's son, Corliss.
Oh, jeez.
And I go, "All right, well, Corliss, I definitely don't want to kill you. That would be a bad thing. I want to be your friend. In fact, I don't want to point this gun at you. I think that your father does some good work. So, here's what's going to happen. My friend has some questions. We're going to ask them, and then we're going to leave, if you're cool with that. No harm to anybody. And I would be willing to invest in your industry if you would be so willing to get a business deal going."
I will have to, obviously, I cannot speak for my father, but investors are always sought.
All right. So on the count of 3, we're going to lower our guns. Is that cool?
Agreed.
All righty. Your father is a man of his word. I hope that you, as his son, are the same. 1, 2, 3. I keep my finger on the trigger, but I take it off of his face.
All right. He lowers his gun as well, and he says, "Very well. I will speak with you. Please leave my chamber so I can get myself into a decent."
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, sorry about the whole thing, bro. By the way, nice boy. I walk out of the room.
Oh god, we started something new.
I walk up there, and I go, "It's cool. He's coming up. We're gonna talk in a little bit."
All right, thank you, Rangu.
Oh,
all right.
That's it. Just thank you? No. How the fuck did you get him to say yes, Rangu? Where is he now, Rangu? Why are you so fucking amazing, Rangu?
I sort of raised my hand. I was just gonna ask those questions, actually.
Oh. Well, thanks.
All right.
That's actually kind of impressive. I'm surprised, no offense, but I'm surprised you're still alive.
Oh, yeah. Well, he saw, that I was a nobleman and, noble goblin. And he was like, "Oh, that's cool." And I'm like, "Yeah, it is pretty cool." And, we really didn't want to kill each other, so.
All right. So after a few minutes, you hear some stomping, you hear some rustling. You hear like a bell ding or like a horn. Actually, a horn. It's like, and some time later, you hear rustling and a bunch of orc pirates come, and not just orcs, but orcs and other races of pirates come running up from below deck.
Are you sure you talk? To them.
Yeah, he said it was cool. They're just doing this for protection. It's totally normal. Don't worry about it.
Can I get spirit checks from everybody?
Yeah.
Spirit?
Yep.
Spirit check?
By the way, Wilbur is
Except for Rangu. Rangu doesn't need to make a spirit check.
6.
Because he's a badass.
All right. Petra, please. Okay.
Man, I'm just rolling
Ayla.
so badly tonight.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
All
I'm
right.
just gonna take my pistol out of its holster, put it down on the floor, and just sort of put my hands up, like, oh.
I'm leaning on my arquebus
gonna
like
shoot.
nothing is going on.
Actually, you know what?
Play cool.
No, I'm going to do better. I'm going to roll an etiquette roll.
Okay.
If this is like stand practice, and if I should be worried at all.
Okay.
Jeez. Okay, wait, 8. That's good. Okay.
All right. You feel very nervous, but you sort of your logic sort of passes over you and calms you down for doing anything rash, which you were about to do. So the door flies open, and out walks a very large orc. He has a greatsword on his back. He has it looks like some sort of modified boomstick on his hip with three other pistols on his hip. I'm sorry, with 2 other pistols on his hip, and then a long sword. Wearing very fine clothes, silk. He has a bandana on, and he is very scarred and has fairly heavy armor for being a pirate. Most of the pirates aren't wearing any armor, very, very light armor. He actually has to duck to get through the door. And he steps forward and says, "Who speaks for you?"
I look at the group.
Samantha's just going to snap a salute to him.
Okay.
And
Petra's just gotta keep her mouth shut because she's not good at talking in this kind of situation.
I say, I guess it's gonna be me.
No.
Oh, really? No? I'm the one who got the audience.
Yeah, you got the audience, but let me do the talking. I'm actually
fine. I'll shut my mouth hole. Bye, Corliss. You look good.
So Samantha steps forward, and the
Still saluting.
yeah, Corvus sort of smirks, squints his eyes. So it has to you're not half his height, but pretty close to it. He's got to bend over. He says, "Fine, I'll speak to Goldilocks."
She got your ass.
What did he say? Sorry, you kind of broke up as you were saying.
He leans over and says, "I will speak to Goldilocks then."
Like, thank you, sir.
Fucking ratchet,
Oh
man.
god, we're gonna get shot.
Well then, what are your terms?
All right, she's going to say, give me a second. I'm trying to formulate how I'm going to phrase this. All right. She's going to say, we were shipwrecked upon this island and escaping from an Orcus warlord, waging an attack of unification on a nearby Orcus land. He was wielding the control over demons, and we barely made it out. Our ship crashed on this island,
He
and
puts his hand up for you to stop speaking.
She stops. She just shuts up.
Okay. All right. He says, I see. You've had first-hand experience with these demons?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is the work of Krylock. Krylock, yes. You may not know of him or his machinations, but we've had encounters, more and more aggressive encounters. We've actually lost one of our vessels recently to this. Very well. I understand what you were saying. Please continue.
Yeah, very well. We were shipwrecked on this island and have not had a way off until you've arrived. We're attempting to do was get back to the mainland in order to try to mount a counter movement from the three nations in order to stop the Krylock, as you call him, from causing further damage with his demon army.
I see. Very well then.
If you could be so kind as to offer us passage, we will do whatever we can offer services in return, as well as favors down the road if that is what you desire.
Hayla kind of growls under her breath a little bit.
Very well then.
Shut up, you cat.
But based
Shut
on the
up,
information, based on the information you have, I will. We must speak to my father. We'll rendezvous with his ship, and he'll decide how to proceed from there.
Oh my god, are we gonna get to meet Corver?
She'll bow to him and be like, "Thank you for your kindness."
I'm so excited.
I'll just
Rangu, calm down.
as if to say thank you.
I go, hey, Carlos.
Yes, little green boar rider.
My name is Rangu. Perhaps you've heard of me. I am the Rifle Goblin, the Rough Rider, the Riptide Riser.
Get to your point, Rangu.
Your titles do not impress me. When I see you fight, I will then determine what your worth is.
Oh, buddy, are you in for a treat? I carry this thing, let me tell you. But I wanted to discuss business with you, if you wouldn't mind.
Very well. What is it that you want to speak of?
Oh, no, I literally a business transaction. I would like to invest money in you.
Once again, my father will have to have the final say in this.
Oh, okay.
And how long will it be till we speak to your father?
We'll rendezvous with him within a week.
Yay!
Oh, wonderful.
All right. Anybody else want to do anything? say anything?
Uh,
I think Samantha would like to ask him to discuss the further implications of because being the son of an orc warlord himself would probably know a little bit more about the political machinations of this Zoltar.
Kryluck.
Sorry, I don't know where I got Zoltar from. Kryluck. Of what Kryluck could be doing and why he would be why he would even have a demon army and other things like that, and want to see if she could discuss this with Korvar or Kort.
Sure.
Not Korvar.
Yeah, he kind of responds and says, "Very well, we'll speak later, Goldilocks. But I have to winch a boar up and get my men. We must leave this place."
Thanks. I was actually just going to ask if Wilbur could come up here. You don't have to winch him up. He's good at jumping. Hey, Wilbur!
He's jumped so he can jump out straight vertical out of water.
Mr. Wilbur is going to walk onto the beach and find the best place to jump on if he can.
Okay. Well, he's not gonna be able to jump up. He'll need to be winched up.
Yeah. But he has the jumping athletic skill.
Yeah. Well, it's not gonna help him jump out of the water. But actually, maybe with swimming and jumping, he almost could make it. I don't know, but it's not worth damaging the boat or anything like that. So.
Okay. I thought that would have been cool. All right, fine. Okay, but are the crew baffled by the giganticness of my beer?
They are, but they've also Korvar's crew they're pretty hardened and they've seen quite a bit. But yeah, I mean some more so than others, but yeah, in general, yes.
While we're on this ship, I'm gonna go around to the goblins and talk to them.
Okay.
See what their backgrounds are and where they grew up. I'm trying to be a goblin of the people, and I want to use a point of dominion to try and gain the trust of the shipmates, and
sure.
through that gain Korvar's favor, not a favor, but he thinks better of me.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I mean, basically, you'll be sailing if it's a long travel, you get them all back. But if it's short travel, you only get one back before something else can happen. Yes, Halo, I'm sorry.
Halo's probably going to go off into probably one of the less popular parts of the ship and try to translate the ledger as best she can.
Sure. Even that'll take some
on her own.
Yep.
And I'm going to ahead of time spend a dominion to have some information in there regarding for herself. Where as she's reading the ledger, she finds out something about an orcish marauder group called the Silpenkai.
What's your design?
My design?
Yeah.
It is Seeker of Experience.
I'm sorry?
Seeker of Experience.
Secret of Experience?
Seeker.
No, Seeker.
Oh, Seeker of Experience. You're just looking for adventure, essentially. Adventure Seeker. Okay.
Pretty much.
All right, yeah, cool. Okay. All right, so I think this is a good place to stop for the night, unless anyone else wants to do or say anything.
Nope, I'm good.